Hey, Brent, it's good to see you. Today we are talking about the new retirement account contribution limits for 2023. The IRS just announced it will boost the max contribution limit to 401ks by $2,000, bringing the total now to $22,500. That's the largest increase on record. What's behind that significant jump?
Yeah, that's very nice of them to let us stash away a little bit more of our income. So the good news is actually spinning off of some of the bad news. It's actually tied to inflation. So while we're all feeling the pain at the pump and feeling the pain at the grocery store, at least we do get a little bit of a perk. We're able to stash away a couple extra bucks into our retirement accounts.
Yeah,
So
that is
definitely a large jump.
So I want to show you one more thing because, Brent, this gives me a little bit of anxiety to look at, but it is the average 401k balance broken down by generation. Here it is. So as we take a look at these balances, how important is it that we're maxing out our contributions?
Yeah, when I look at those balances, nothing really shocks me there. But what that does show is that there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to enjoy as comfortable a retirement as they would like to. And so, I mean, these are averages, which means there's some who've saved a lot more, some who've saved a lot less. But by putting away every penny you can spare into your accounts and really, maximizing those accounts, you're going to end up with a big balance and hopefully enjoy a comfortable retirement when the time comes.
Well, and you and I were talking offline. The advice I got from my dad was don't leave money on the table, right? Max out that match.
Right. Yes. So at a bare minimum, you should be maxing out what your company's going to match. So if that number is 4%, bare minimum, because you do not want to leave anything on the table.
Right.
So on the opposite end of the spectrum, for the people who are great savers and they're already maxing that out, it is important to reach out to your HR department at the beginning of the year because that won't automatically jump up. You need to reach out to them and reset those rates so you do max it out for the full year of 2023.
Okay. So contribution limits for IRAs are also set to increase to $6,500 from $6,000. That's a limit that hasn't changed since 2019. As we look at all these new numbers, is there anything else that stands out to you here?
Yeah, so the first thing that stands out is IRAs are great, and a lot of people don't understand that they can participate in their employer plan and a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. And so for a lot of folks who are doing a good job savings and have maxed out that employer plan, the IRAs are a next great option to start saving away a couple extra bucks. And then, I'm also a big fan of HSA, so it's nice to see those limits get increased as well.
So the IRS is also raising the income threshold for which tax deductions for IRA contributions will be phased out, which brings up one of your most favorite topics, tax planning, right?
Yes.
So most of us do contribute to our 401k, but they're also known as a retirement tax bomb. You mentioned
Correct.
Roth accounts. Why would we want to be paying our taxes now?
So good question. Let's start with the pre-tax. You're getting that benefit today. The problem is, and why it's a retirement tax bomb, is you don't know what the tax rates are going to be when you start drawing on that. So a lot of people think, oh, I'll be in a smaller income bracket, I should get a better benefit. That's not necessarily the case. We got a major deficit, and at this point, we don't know what those rates are going to be. So by putting money into a Roth account, you're better able to plan because you pay the taxes today, even though you don't get the benefit. But that principal, and even more importantly, that interest will continue to gain. And then when you draw on those funds in retirement, it's tax-free. You take $100 out, you get $100.
We've talked before about how we are in a historically low tax period right now. That combined with our nation's debt makes us assume
Correct.
taxes are going to go up.
Very good point. Yeah, it's historically low. We know for a fact taxes are going up after 2025. So there's no better time than today to, if you can afford it, pay those taxes and start shoving some money into an account that the government can't touch moving forward.
Well, Brent, this was really helpful to talk it through. If somebody has questions about maybe where their tax dollars or their retirement dollars should be going, what's the best way to reach you?
Sure. 614-430-8383. Kim and I are available for new appointments. And then you can also go to the website, www.young-wm.com.
All right, Brent, thank you very much.
Thank you.